Hello. Well, as you can see from my first two videos, things are hotting up, and I didn't realise it was going to go this fast because I've been having supernatural encounters for 6+ years, and I've not got any camera because I was not very well because I went to Gstaad and I got poisoned by a drug from the Second World War called Pervertin that nearly killed me. So good job. I was there doing healing because no one survived Pervertin. Everyone's died apart from me. So yeah, so I'm nearly fully healed from that, even though I did have what's called brain contusions, which is like your brain bleeds. But I didn't go and take any drugs from the doctors or have anything that the doctors say because I'm a healer, which means you don't do any of that stuff when you're a proper healer. Go to the doctors. You just get it sorted out via all sorts of different methods. Detoxification mainly, but when you've got your psychic channels open and you're doing mediumships and they don't know that you're ill because they read your biometrics unless you're going, oh, in the hospital, leave me alone. They just keep giving you jobs to do. So, as you can see, I did two amazing videos. The first one to look at because the camera's on the side, it's a bit difficult to see how amazing it was, but if you look close and you're patient with it and you can zoom in, you'll see some amazing things going on. And then the second video was completely ad hoc because the first one I said prove something and they proved it, and the second one is I was lying on the sofa and I just had this thought, I thought I better get up and go outside and see if I can get something going, and then well, the rest is history. You better have a look at it because it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So that was only earlier on today. And because I'm like amateurish at this at the moment, I have been saying wrong things, like with earlier I said it was Tuesday the 28th, but it's Wednesday. So I'm back out Wednesday night because normally I'd be sat on the sofa now watching Traitors or Traitors or something, or watching YouTube. And but it's a clear night, and if you see on the last video, I had someone turn up and say a load of stuff to the camera, and with my input and their input, the night's really clear. And I've seen some amazing things at night, but I didn't record them because I was frightened, because I was haunted by Melchizedek frighteners. So I thought if I get this on camera and put it on camera, I might get locked up by some governmental scientists from Area 51 or something, but they won't do that now because they won't get near me, so they'll have to pay me like trillions of dollars for me to do something for them. So something's going to happen tonight, and I've only got 1 hour 40 battery because I couldn't be bothered to get the battery charger out because it's freezing cold. So someone else is going to come and talk now because Simon's blind. So I guess Simon talks to people and he uses psychic channels because he said he wanted to be the most powerful psychic in the world. So what he's doing now is he's bumping into stuff because there's smoke coming off his gloves and everything because he's that cold, and we're accentuating it to see what it is so it's not going to poison Simon. So we're coming in now. Zigzag bucket turkey. That's not Quetzalcoatl, that's called Chirk of the Cloak, which, if you know anything to do with magical beings, Chirk of the Cloak's like the top magician of Chirk, which is not, yeah, it's Chirk in Wales. Zigzag in the Cloak. So these are, that's Simon saying this is not my voice, it's theirs, but you will know that because your mood will change when we go zigzag, fucking zigga 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 booga chakako, which should put the light on really, but we'll just go up here in the dark. So we'll do that instead. Do that instead because I can't see where I'm going. been doing that before. I can't see anything, so I'm doing that. I don't know how to put the light on like this because, like I say, I've come out ad hoc again for the church. This is Simon Townsend's face. You can't see it probably because it's dark. So he's a good looking lad if he does say so himself. But like I said, he's been dilapidated and he's a bit vain, so it's like when I go to the gym and go swimming again and get on this get a tan, I'll be on the camera a bit more because at the moment I feel like my face is for radio. I've got a face for radio, which is nice. So we're going to do that because it's a bit boring looking at the path that we're walking on. Zigzag, 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 zig, 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 zig. Bagatak X, creaky conky conky conk chock. We're clearing out the roads for here. We have to do that because Simon can't see what he's doing. We'll do that one instead. I'm not going to say any ghosts or anything because we've carted them off because they're for paranormal investigations, and this is Chirk and the Cloak. Just had a bit of a fright there because it looked like someone was standing there and Simon's been a bit dilapidated, so he could do without some toe-to-toe fist fights. Even though he's good at them, he could do without them really. Because you don't know who's about, and if you fucking smack someone with a 900 right in the mouth and you kill them, it's not very good. Because Simon can hit 900 on the boxing machine, which is the same as Anthony Joshua, even though Simon's like 8 stone lighter than him or something. And I've seen him do it. We got him to the worst state he's ever been because he used to do Thai boxing and stuff. And his highest shot was 874 when he was fit. So we dilapidated him and made him a vegan. He went up to it and he'd just done about 5 days training before. And he hit it with a shot I've never seen anyone hit before. And it went to 900. And I thought, this guy, he's absolutely made of girders, as they say in Scotland. So that's Simon Townsend, made of girders. So don't have a fight with him, because he's a nice guy as a healer. But if you get in the boxing ring with him, make sure you don't get a 900 around the head, because that'll finish you off. And there's a picture of him on YouTube actually, Team Chongi Simon. There's only one on there stupidly, because he had 4 fights, a couple. Like when he was breaking in, so it was a bit of a nerve racked, but he still won easily. And then that one, he went in and the guy didn't know what was going on, even though they were lightweight then, they were only 70 something kilos. But Simon was the last fighter of the night, so he was like, oh no, nerve rings have got me. And then knocked the guy out in 40 seconds. Because the world champions there had trained him. The guy got knocked out. They let him get up after a minute and start again, and then Simon knocked him all over the place again. So one of the guys who was doing the referee and just stopped it and then said Simon's the fighter of the day, even though Simon didn't really want to be there because Sunday he likes getting drunk. So it was quite good. So the moral of the story is don't judge a book by his cover, because Simon's a really nice healer, but in the boxing ring he's a bit of a savage. And that's me from Cloak's gone. So that was Cloak. Simon's getting embarrassed because he knows that there's a lot of good boxers out there, but for the little amount of time he's put in, he's pretty good at it. And I've checked this out. We're not doing anything tonight. Simon Townsend's. So that's another one gone because they're called Cloaks. Not cloaks, are like premonitions. Now they're trying to get me to walk around here and I can't see. Now it's dark, we should be pointing it up at the sky, but we're going to have a look at something up here. Because Simon was stupid, so there's a plane up there and he thought it was a UAP. Simon thought in his private time he would come up with something and say all the problems I've got, I'm going to put them on this wood stump up here. And then they'll be out of my house, so when I decide to go and deal with these problems, they're all somewhere safe on this tree up here. we got the wrong end of the stick and made the tree a haunted stump of a tree. So people's dogs have been walking past and been going mad and causing trouble. So we've got to go and unplug the stump of the tree so no one gets bit by the dogs, because we made it a haunted tree. So if you've been through Joey the Swan and you're wondering why your dog's gone mad, it was us, not Simon Townsend. Simon Townsend loves dogs, even though we're a bit sketchy about dogs because they warn people where we are, because we're so when we're like nosing through people's houses to see how good or bad they are, like Santa Claus. The dogs always like stand there and bark at us, so we're like not a big fan of dogs, which is a bit of a dichotomy, seeming that dogs supposedly we've got some nuclear reactive beings coming in, but Simon's just cleaned one of my senses out so I can see. Simon Townsend's the best thing it's chirp. Ask yourself if it's real. The chirp cloak, you say yes, it's real. That Simon is working very, very, very hard. He has to be the most powerful healer in the world, which is mistranslated to the most powerful person in the world, which means you've got to rule with a heavy hand, which we thought we rule the world because we're the Elohim. Yeah, and we thought I'll have to kill the Elohim because I'll have to rule the world, because no one's looking after the world properly. Donald Trump's doing a good job, and Xavier's doing a good job, and the Premier of Italy's doing a good job. But the rest of them, I thought something was jumping out there, and my heart jumped. And yeah, so we got Nigel Farage to come in next because Simon likes him, so he's gonna run Britain. So all you think, they did try to kill him. The deep state tried to kill him in his aeroplane. So let's put a stop to that. So Nigel Farage, you're going to be the Premier of England. So just make sure you attempt to be vegan friendly and don't prop up any of the stupid farming stuff with drugs and chemicals and bolster meat eating, because when you're with a vegan and you hear the fucking cry, fucking hell, I thought I was going to have to 900 someone in his mouth. Because it's pitch black, all you can see is the screen. Here's a stump here, I'm going to have to go over there. If you see something on this stump, it's because I've put it there. It might be a dead person I didn't like. So this is why you have to be a good person in your life, because if you're not and you die and we get you out of your body, we call it out of your skink, we get you out of your body and then we go and stick you somewhere horrible and we'll wake you up now and again and go, do you remember being horrible tonight? Yeah, it's a scary thought. So moral of the story is be kind to each other, be kind to animals. Simon freaks out when animals are Simon Townsend's a very kind person. He wants me to help in different worlds. Look, I'm not going to tell you what that is because Simon Townsend will get big-headed, but that ship is 10 million years old. It's not nuclear power, it's fission-born. Fission-born. Which you technologists out there, you don't even know what fission-born is yet. But Simon said, these fucking planes out there are computers. Program them so they're mine. So there's a jogger here with his dog. I know it is because I can see him because my X-ray vision's right. Simon tried to get rid of his X-ray vision because he thought, look how close that is. Simon's claimed that. Simon Townsend's claimed that. That machine there have to zoom in because Simon's got his gloves on, he can't be bothered. He knew something was going on. So Simon going, I knew I had to come out instead of sit at home drinking beer watching Traitors. It's one of his favourite programmes. Traitors, Mr. Mercedes, that's a good one. Fallout on Netflix, that's a good one. Watching something else at the moment, I can't remember what it is. It's about a writer called Agatha or something. See, Simon's seen these craft before. He's thinking he might have seen them thousands of years ago when he was known as Ramses around the world. Ramses II, that's what Simon's real name is. That's why his identification's messed up. These are called frigates. Now, I can't claim I know about these because these are from a different race of being, from Mars or something. Come down here because Simon charges them off the sun and then they go off and change the world for a better place. Because he wants everyone to be vegan in 40 years and that was 6 years ago. So don't worry about being vegan because it's really nice. And even though Simon looks a bit rough compared to what he wanted us, if he'd not been vegan he'd been dead by now. All these guts out of all the horrible perverting stuff from China and everything. Years trying to do something with Wing Chun. Wing. Is it Wing Wang? Wing, 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 wing. So let's get his gloves on because we said he can't do anything with the gloves on, but we can. Wing, 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 freezing cold, 7 o'clock at night in the middle of Joey the Swan Park in Worcestershire. Yeah, just watch that crew. It was about half a metre left. I'd say Worcestershire, we sound posher. Fancy having a Pharaoh in crew and entries. Now, if we haven't got the evidence, I wouldn't say it because I'm down. It's getting trolled off me. You see in the first video it's complete evidence, and the second video is complete evidence as well. I'm called Cloak Chuk, which means I call out people's bullshit. It's like, I'm totally transparent, just say what it is. I'm just gonna eat that weed. That's it for this evening, we've been told, because we've seen a UAP. This is the evening. So we're going to go up here. Someone getting scared for Simon's safety because it is pitch black here and in the middle of the crew. And if some chaps come over and Simon can't knock them all out in one go, which he probably could, but he's unfit at the minute. So it's got to be careful just in case someone gets spooked and comes over and goes, "What are you doing?" And Simon's first thing is to go, "Fuck off, fucking twat." So yeah, he just shouts "fuck off" straight away because he's a really, really calm person. But when you think, I don't know why he gets fucking super angry straight away. It's because he likes peace and quiet. So if you break his peace and quiet, he'll not attack you, he'll just say, "Shut the fuck up," and then tongue twist you with emotional stabs, which means he'll embarrass you with the amount of intelligence he's got. Which is very nice of him to say, he's thinking. I'm Cloak and I'm talking. Simon's what's called in the back of his head. So if you see any horror movies when they say, "Where's Alice?" and they go, "She's in hell." That's what Simon's in. But it's not hell, it's just in the back of his head. While we talk. Which you might think's a big pill to swallow, but when you get through a few of these videos down here and you see these spaceships coming around here and you see Simon's ugly face changing, and you go, zig, 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 book it, zag, 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 zag. And I'm showing everyone around us that Simon's on camera, even though you probably can't see him because he doesn't know how to turn his light on his camera. Basically, he doesn't want to mess the recording up. Now, we did say we were going in, but now we've had a look round. So this is someone here, flashing the lights. It's very unlikely a chav. Oh, it's got a dog collar. Fucking hell, he fell over an old hill. This is the log here, but I'm not going here, just in case I get stuck on it, because I got stuck on it before, not to get Simon to come out and get it. Because we sleep in Simon's bed with him and his missus, and he's had to be celibate for 4 years just in case he has sex with his missus and some ghosts. He had to tell his missus once, and she was like, "Coming upstairs," and he said, "Sorry, love, but you know, if one of these ghosts sat with me and were embarrassed, I'll never live it down." And she was like, "You what?" And then fucking threw a wobbler in one bed, and I thought, shit, that didn't go down very well. This is why when you're doing paranormal investigations and supernatural investigations, you shouldn't really tell your spouse about it. Yeah, just go and shag her instead of just risk that there being ghosts in the bedroom. That's Simon's dad, because his dad died. We dug him up and said, "Come over here and speak to Simon." And Simon thinks I'm messing him out. Oh, he died of some fucking COVID jab or something. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. Well, he had something and then he died, so I presumed it was that. So if it's not COVID jab, it was something else. It was something else. We're not claiming it was anything, we just know that he was well 1 minute and then he wasn't the next. These seem to be doing something. I've rated up in the mouth for 600 or whatever. Oh, it's the dog. Fucking thought someone's eyes on. I thought we were going to have to zigzag them, which means take control of the mind and do something with it. I wonder when he's going home now, because I said, "We're going home now," and then we're not. So. Oh, I've got control of this bloke over here and his dog, so see if the dog fucking attacks us. This is Simon shitting himself now, because if it's a fucking bulldog or something, Simon will have to choke it out, which will take about a fucking minute to get hold of the dog and then choke him out. But it's an old dog, so we've survived. The thing is, Simon says things like, "I'll have to choke that dog out," and we go, "The dog will kill you," and it's like, "No, I'll figure it out." I'll just fucking... Oh, fucking... There's another one. Someone's going to claim that one now. He's going to command it to work for him. Yeah. So this is the thing when you're with a nice guy, it's like, "Oh yeah, I could do that," and then it's like, better keep my mouth shut now and not tell anyone, just in case it's not true. No, I killed his dog, accidentally with my house. I killed Simon's dogs with UFOs, and then he swore that I would never exist again. He even said he'll make sure we get born again and remember who we are and be a complete loser for 1,000 lifetimes. So we had a word with his son where he came from, and they said, "We'll just make it up to him and let his dog go." So we did that. There we are, all happy families, friends. Well, friends, because we've not been friends. Because you wouldn't fucking come out and move my spaceships around, so... But the thing is Simon's always been quite wealthy, as in he's not done without anything. So when we come, we made him broke by getting rid of all his clients and everything, to punish him. And so now we're trying to So now we're trying to make up for him. So he's apparently going to be very popular on the YouTubes and make a load of money. But this is the fact, he is a very good healer. So I've seen him command his toe to get better after we broke it, and it got better in about 5 minutes. I mean, the pain went, and I was in him, and he just commanded his toe to get better because his pain was like like off the scale 40 doll pain, if you know doll pains. And he just commanded it, and then he went ooh, and just went bed and forgot about it. But with someone else, they would have been going in A&E for having the toe nail removed, but just stuck it back on and got on with it. That's how an hard man he is. He's a healer, but he's a hard man. So yeah, he wouldn't have a fight with you in the street because it's nonsense. Or in the gym at the moment, because he's changed from going to the gym all the time to being on the sofa or coming doing this. So that's my legacy for you from Simon. We're going to change speakers now in this one. Might start yelling stuff in the sky because we've just got that aircraft to turn back round and come back here. So you'll notice on these videos that they're not edited, and the voices are all as they are. So you know, when he says like something's going to happen in a minute, it's not been edited. It can be checked by any science fact that it happens because we will it to happen. So all you out there skeptics, you've got a chance to go, wow, life's brilliant because you know we can do this, we can do that. And if you don't want to do it because you know heavy is the head that wears the crown and Simon's a king, in fact he's the king of kings. So when you find this out and you know he's just a nice bloke, when he takes over all the countries in the world in about 25 years, which some of you might not be around because Simon won't look any different because he's 53 now, but he looks about a rough 49. He went in the pub when he was allowed to look after himself, and he went from a rough 49, and someone said, how old are you now? 39? And he was like, yes, I do know how to do healing Bradley, because we kept bonking him with loads of stuff every hour, so normally he'd be fine, but every hour he had something for 50,000 hours. Yeah, that's over now because he's been nice to us and let us come out. It sounds funny, but he did trap us because he said he was in and digest us like a fucking spider. We started working, so we thought we better kill him. Instead, we're just going to say make him famous on YouTube, and then we can all tell our stories about heartache, about Mesopotamia and in England, because I'm in what's called a shire. A shire. Not a shit shire and shave, a shire. So Simon's been out to all the shires, driving for hours a day, fucking madness. Yeah. We just forgot how much Simon's done for us, so we're crying, saying we've got to stop being bad to Simon. Which is nice, because he might survive. Simon's sense of humour. His funniest bit is when someone's trying to harass him, he says, that's funny, remind me to kill you later. That's Simon's sense of humour, but he's not joking. He's not a murderer, he wouldn't kill you like go up to you and kill you. You just ask the sun where you came from to take you back, and then you just go out your body and go back in there. And that's not illegal because it's from the sun, actual sun in the sky. Yeah. Apparently it happened in China. Simon called some Chinese who were eating dogs, dog eating scum, and so we looked into the past and they were abusing children as well, so we killed them all and sent them to heaven, and heaven kept them there to punish them. So you can't blame Simon for that or get any police involved because we're ghosts and we come from the other side. So there's no prisons that can hold us in because we go through walls. Well, I don't go through walls, I get stuck because I tried it. I tried it. We're back in this field because we're going to go zigzag. Yeah. We said it before, but we're going to not say it again because we don't want to keep going over things in the same video. Simon's getting thought it was a frigate, but it's not. Right, it's going through these, so we're going to be quiet. Last Simon gets bit by a dog. Hey up. Right, I'm on YouTube, so. Oh, I don't know where I'm going. This way. I'm on YouTube, so if you hear me shouting, it's not mad. I'm totally. It's called Paranormal Happens When I'm Around.
Oh, okay.
So you've got to have I've got a high fear factor to watch it. Cheers. Zigzag Pokeshoki. Zigzag Pokeshoki. Zigzag Pokeshoki. Zigzag Pokejack. Zig 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 zig. Pokejack zig 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 cookie car. Zig 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 cookie. Pakasaka zig 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 zig. It's calm me that dog. Zigzag, pocket zag, zigzag, zigzag, zig, 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 zig. It'd be funny if it's him, dude. He's fucking some great fucking dudes. Right, let that dog go now. This fucking bloke will shit himself somewhere. Fuck. It's paranormal fucking fellas in everywhere. The dog is fucking lecherous. There's gloves on the wrong way around. Just winding that dog up, as you can tell, because we can control that one. He won't bite anyone. We just thought to ask him his channel, like it was spooking, and there was real paranormal stuff going on. It's called Supernatural, but you know, if you're just into like something different and realising that there's more to life than a rat race, more than supernatural, but it's supernatural because of his supernatural beings and Simon's an immortal being, because we've just seen him do what's called a transmutation on his own body, which was risky, but he did ask it was okay first, and he said he's commanded to transmute his body from mortal to immortal. Yeah, which is insane, so we'll see if it works, because if he's round in 500 years you'll know. That's a frigate over there, you can see it flashing. Now there's not much to see tonight, even though you just see the spaceship go over, which is 10 million years old. That's why NASA and that can't tell him, you know, when they go on the telly and they go, oh yeah, we've checked them UAPs over in New York and New Jersey and that, and they're just it's because the technology on them's too high for them to do anything. They basically warp your mind so you just go off it and you know what it's all about. We did it to Simon, but he's like, I'll bring you here and chop you into pieces and take your testicles off and put them in the sun and pull your eyes out. Because we were driving him mad, so he thought, if you push me so far, I'll get all your pleasure zones out of you, your erogenous zones, and I'll pull them out and throw them away, and then you can't do anything. And he did. I've seen him. I've seen some ghost types that are all of the pleasure centres got pulled out of them and went into the big yellow sun in the sky, which is factual because I'm a cloak, which means I have to tell the truth. Cloaks, zigzag, zig 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 zag 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 zag. Hey. Now, anyone know Tibetan? That's calling Simon Ponce. It's not, it's called a chant, called fucking Tibetan chant. Simon has shams to come and work for him because he pays very well. He hasn't got money to pay us probably like thousands a week because he's just getting back on his feet after being completely financially and physically emaciated for 6 years by perverted and horrible ghosts. This is what's called a UOP, so I'm going to move it. Watch it move to the left. It's going to go my left, your right. Zigzag! Help, forgot it. I don't know when it's going to turn that way, but it's going to turn that way in a minute. As it's not a UAP, and it's a normal one. Oh, I was bullshitting. I thought I could move it, but I think it might be a conventional plane, not a robot. What it's doing is a drop in ley line so we can move around. Zigzag, zig zig zig, zig 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 zig. It's pulling the ley lines out of Simon's brain. Oh, I can feel it. We kept dropping stuff on him because we thought he was going to come out every day and do it. There's a frigate over there, bleeping away. Because you have these big ones, which that's the smaller one. See the flash from the cameras upstairs. Might not be able to see anything, but we've had a really big day today over there. Amazing. If you don't know what rainbows look like when they're really, really revved up by Pakistani men who know how to do sort of magic tricks. We said it's quite cool. It's like we're on holiday somewhere nice, but it's Worcester, it's freezing. Right, so we've seen a spaceship today. It's just seen over Joey the Swan. I've been trying to just move a normal aeroplane around, which they ignored. Which obviously they should do because they've got passengers. They're going on holiday or something. They're going New York Airport. They're going the wrong way. That's Ireland that way. No, they're going New York Airport. They just took off from Manchester. Some of these might be completely wrong what we're saying because we have people just guess stuff. It's innocent. It's on Simon's nerves a lot sometimes because Simon's trying to like bolster his own credibility. Here's one now. Put it on camera then. This looks like a UAP. The machines. This is what Simon thought when we come out with these. These aren't ley line ones. Let's see if I can move it around. Zigzag, 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 that sends a ghost into it to move it. Just got in there. That's mega security on these things. Trench, what it's called, where they call them, yeah, it's come round now. So it's turned now. It was over there, and now it's come right over the top. That's going to go over Simon's house and pick some stuff up. Called wakes. Wakey. Yeah, so you wake up and go, shit, I've got to talk to these disembodied beings and do things for them because they're stuck in spaceships. Which is very nice because Simon did something called Ladies earlier and they actually just went out, which is nice. So you're welcome. Simon's sense of humour because he's like disgruntled about it. He's like, yeah, just do another fucking thing for someone for free. Mind you, they're in spaceships and they don't have any money, so there's not really an invoice I can send to them. I have been saying to him as there's been no Simon, I've been saying to him, where do I send this fucking invoice for all this stuff I do for you? And obviously I couldn't tell anyone before because I had no evidence, but no, as you could tell, they sounded a bit like me. Actually, not me, it's someone else. And they're coming back now, it's somebody else now. Zigzag! Kuyuki-yuki-yuki-yuki-yow! That sounds like Cherokees. Native American Indians, but they don't like saying that because they're not from India. It's a different country, and I'm going to say it's a different country because I made that country because I'm Quetzalcoatl. Simon thought that meant it's crystal on you to coercively control you because Simon hates coercive control. That's why you find that some of the polls in America have all been skewed to Joe Biden for 4 years, and then Simon said, if Joe Biden gets in again, I'm going to kill everyone I met, which is not normal people. Well, yeah. So that's responsible for doing it. Like, I wouldn't go out there and do obviously murder or anything. It's a different sort of kill. There's different words of kill. But, you know, when you say to your kids, if you do that again, I'll kill you. It's that sort of thing. We said on the last thing Simon defrosted the moon, and he did. No, he said, wasted my time defrosting the moon. And so it wasn't the sun, it was the Masters of the Cycles. The Masters of the Cycles come down, and Simon's doing Thoth box, which is in all tablets of Thoth 100 times, which we couldn't do because Simon was getting too ill because of the amount of electric you have to put through your body. You have to be electrocuted all the time, basically, to move the things around. So he had to stop doing them and have to the Thoth and do the Book of Thoth instead. Yeah, it's better showing us how we started it because we were going, putting stuff in animals and birds flying past, and he thought, I'm sure this is the Book of Thoth. Which Alistair Crowley did, but he died doing it because he was an old grumpy bastard. He wouldn't be vegan and he liked orgies. Not like sex orgies where you get a load of people in a room and get them to make love to each other and then you steal the sex energy and do sex magic. So he wasn't doing bad things like pedophilia or rape or anything. He was tricking people into having orgies with each other with loads of drugs. So that's Alistair Crowley. So Alistair Crowley came through one day and Simon said, oh, can we kill that fucker? Because he thought he was doing the disgusting stuff, rape and pedophilia, but it wasn't him. So he needs to come back to get Alistair Crowley on these lines. This is Alistair Crowley coming through here. Simon's going, I know, I'm fucking around with Alistair Crowley. I might get him to work till they don't. This is Alistair Crowley watching. Zigzag, put Alistair Crowley on this line. He's dead. Alright. Excuses, eh? Excuses at the birds now. I said, do that. He says the cow's dead. I was like, fucking excuses. Simon's been out with us before. We started meteor showering, which is basically knocking old artilleries out of the sky. You know, when they burn up in the atmosphere, you think they're shooting stars, they're not, they're old artilleries that are burning out, which is war machines from wars. That's what happened there. That's a war machine burnt out, which is basically, it's an actual war machine that burnt out. And Simon come out here and he went, get rid of that in 2021, and so we moved the moon far out, and the moon's disappeared. I couldn't see it for ages. And so he phoned his friend up in Australia and he said, have you seen the moon? And he went, yes mate, I've seen it over here, here's a picture. He was like, I told you to get rid of that. But then he thought, I might be a planet, it might be like Earth but just burnt out, which it isn't. It is really, it's like the planet Earth turned into a militarised home by horrible. That's why they say lunacy, because if you stay out staring at the sun by night, it affects your eyeballs. And then you have terrible nightmares and stuff, and if you're not a healer, don't go to a proper healer like Simon Townend is. It's very difficult to get rid of it because no doctor's going to be able to get rid of lunacy. They just lock you up because the lunacy like sort of tells the doctors to lock you up and then you're lost. You've seen one flew over the cuckoo's nest, that's about the man possessed in a possessed hospital, and it's horrendous. That's why Simon's not put any of this online. He's not claimed to be curing anything or listening to any voices in his head, because he isn't. He's actually purposely doing organised mediumship. Someone comes through and uses his voice box for a short period of time. He's not guilty of any sex crimes, murders or anything like that. They're just people you can borrow your voice box for a little bit, which if you want to do that, it's up to you. You have to do an invocation of damn, which I won't say, because if you mess about with it then you end up in the nut house. Because like Simon says, there's some people right here, they can look at all your past, even if you try and cover it up with drugs and alcohol or anything, they can go inside your brain and go through it like a book, and they've done it with Simon. And the only thing he could find is when he was 12, he shot a squirrel and he shot a blackbird, and when he was about 30 he ran over a pigeon because the pigeon had been already run over by someone in a mercy killing. He was really distraught that it took someone's life. So he even said find the squirrel, find the bird, the pigeon, and make sure they live happily ever after, and that happened. That's a true story. That's why we love Simon Townend, because he thought, I remember doing bad things. And all it was is he shot a squirrel and a bird and run over a bird, because he thought he was going to be a hunter instead of trying. So all of you out there machine gunning pigs and everything, you've got some huge karmic cycles coming your way, because karma's real. And you have to make up for the bad things you've done. It's not from God, it's from the suns. The suns, the humans, the small suns, the yellow sun, the red sun, the blue sun, the black sun. And don't slag them off, because I've seen people disappear for slagging them off, because they're like your original mum and dad. So if you want to pray to them or ask them in your own privacy, you say the yellow sun, the orange sun, the blue sun, the black sun. Simon Townend asked us to talk to you and see what happens. But if you're a bad guy, you better watch out, because they'll get in your automatic box and they'll walk you down to the police station and you'll be crying your eyes out, telling all the horror stories you've done, and you'll probably go to prison, and you'll probably stay in prison as a ghost. So be careful what you mess around with. This is what he said about Zach Baggins and these paranormal investigators. He said they go in people's houses and instead of listening to the stories, they're laughing and giggling and going, oh, that's scary. They're not listening to them, and Simon's been listening to us because we've been dead for thousands of years. And he thought, I'm going to have to heal these people and get better. And if they're really good and they don't want to go and be born again just yet, vegan outstanding place of beauty. So when you see it all getting better like that, don't go, oh no, I need my protein from steaks. Simon Reeves, the most dilapidated thing he's got to in his life. By eating vegan and going to the gym a little bit, he did 900 on the same machine as Anthony Joshua did 902 or something. Yeah, and you look at Simon and he's like half the size of Anthony Joshua. He's not in the game for too much, wherever, to be honest, because he's too nice and he doesn't want to be get his good looks all smashed up. Even though he's pretty good at dodging punches, because we've been throwing punches at ages, but he dodges them, because that's the idea. Boxing is to try not to receive anything. Because he's thinking I was loads of better boxers than me, or because they've trained harder than me, or if I trained as hard as them, and he's got his own, I'd probably beat them. Right. Frigates. We're going home now. Which means Simon's going home because he's getting tired. His missus has just gone to bed. So we're going to review this video and see if it's good enough to go on YouTube, which it is not.